Yes, it's that time again. The Quest V42 update is rolling out, and it's insanely average, but that's okay. I've also got some new game announcements and updates. Let's talk about it all right now. First up, Move 2.0. If you use VR for fitness, this will be a big deal for you. They've just rolled out a brand new version of the Move tracking platform that helps you track your workouts called Move 2.0. It says, we've been listening to your suggestions to improve Move in order to make it easier to track your VR fitness progress. Last month, we began rolling out tracking and viewing your VR fitness stats on your phone. iOS users also have the option to sync with Apple Health. Today, we're sharing a couple of new improvements to Oculus Move. Now they've actually added in Move Achievements. It says, Move Achievements for hitting your fitness goals. In the Move app, find the dedicated tab to track your fitness milestones, like 5,000 calories burned or 100 daily goals completed, no matter what game or app you're moving in, which is pretty awesome to add achievements in that are cross-game. No matter what you're doing, it'll track those achievements. Plus, it says, visualize your fitness progress compared to the previous week with Move Trends. It also allows you to look at more fitness stats, allowing you to check your peak and average intensities or calories burned per minute. Also, as part of the update, Messenger has been updated. It says, well, in VR, you can now see how many unread Messenger chats you have directly from the app icon. Simple update, but it's there. This one's a pretty big deal, actually. AirLink is now moving out of the experimental settings tab and into the system settings. So it's now no longer experimental. AirLink has been improved to the point where they believe it should be part of the regular system settings. They've also added in a connection benchmark tool to help understand and improve the quality of your wireless connection, and they've improved the UI to simplify the number of steps required to set up Link and AirLink. Plus, recently there was a beta release for Windows 11 compatibility for AirLink. With this version update, AirLink is now fully compatible with Windows 11 as well. Also, as part of this update, more parental supervision settings. It says we've added the ability for parents to enable and disable social features for any teens that they supervise. Turning on social feature supervision will prevent teens from creating and joining parties, visiting or watching VR content together in anyone's Meta home, sending, receiving chat messages on Oculus Chat and Messenger in VR, and posting on Facebook from the VR share options. Also says they've added a new notification for when a teen ages out of a content rating. Another small part to this update is the display contrast. It says we've introduced a contrast slider to help improve overall visibility while in VR. This includes text, controls, backgrounds, etc. You can adjust your display contrast from your Meta Quest headset by selecting apps, settings, accessibility, and moving the slider to your desired contrast level. That's it. Like I said, pretty average update, nothing major. It is insane because it's insanely average. But let's talk about what else is going on in the world of Quest right now and this week. And that includes a brand new game coming to the Quest this week called Table of Tales. This is a tabletop game that's actually going to have hand tracking. It originally launched back on PSVR several years ago, and it is a single-player story-based tabletop RPG style game that actually looks pretty entertaining. It's got a fully voiced dungeon master that guides you throughout the game, interesting looking mechanics for changing the landscape of the game as you play in what looks like an attic, and hand tracking, which is pretty cool too. This is a turn-based combat game. Inevitably, people are going to compare it to Demeo. I have not tried this game. I am looking forward to trying it though. I love Demeo, but I also love single-player story-based campaign type of games, which this seems to have a little bit more of than Demeo. Demeo obviously has a story, but it's more geared around that social multiplayer gameplay. This one seems to be single player and more story-based. Not 100% sure, but it looks interesting, and I am looking forward to trying it out. And I'll mention quickly also launching this week is the Twilight Zone VR. I've talked about this quite a few times, so I won't spend a lot of time on it, but it is launching this Thursday, so keep your eyes open if you want to enter the Twilight Zone. We also now have a release date for Red Matter 2. Exciting. One of my favorite games in virtual reality is Red Matter. Still one of the most fantastic and beautiful games on the Quest, and I'm guessing Red Matter 2 is going to be the same. That game comes to the Quest and PC VR on August 18th. Yep, next month we get Red Matter 2, and I am thrilled. Also debuting this week is a Post Malone immersive performance in Horizon Worlds called Post Malone's 12 Carat Toothache, a VR experience. It's part of the Horizon Block Party. Now, Post Malone is not part of my listening experience, generally speaking, so I don't really know much about him or his performances or his music or anything. But if you're interested, it's been captured in 8K for 180-degree display. It's starting on July 15th at 6 p.m. PT. It's going to be a pre-recorded show that loops 3 times, and then afterwards it'll be available until September 30th in the Always On room in the venues area of Horizon Worlds. Also just launched today in Horizon Worlds, a Nope World. Nope is a brand new Universal Pictures movie coming out in 10 days to theaters on July 22nd. It is by Jordan Peele and his production company, Monkey Paw Productions. And starting today, you can actually jump into 2 different worlds based on Jordan Peele's movies. The first one is called All Aboard, and it says you'll find yourself as a passenger on the Monkey Paw train before traveling to the other worlds. Inside, you can walk around the cabins and find Easter eggs from the movies Nope, Get Out, and Us. Then it says you'll have a chance to visit Nope World by Monkey Paw Productions, where you'll find a recreation of Haywood Ranch from the film's trailers, as well as several minigames and other interactive ingredients. Even though Horizon Worlds isn't the best social experience out there as far as visuals, I am loving that they're bringing big IPs and big companies and just some really cool, unique stuff. There's also some brand new game updates that are either out or coming out. Puzzling Places just got a brand new premium DLC called Behind High Walls. This is a $6 premium handcrafted puzzle bundle with a story. It says it has a custom soundscape and regional sound effects. Looks to be pretty interesting. If you have not tried Puzzling Places, it's a great and very relaxing game. Also recently launched was an update for Demeo Doubles Mode is now available. That allows you to actually play as 2 different heroes in a private game room so that you can control 2 different people as you play. This will allow you to effectively play a 2-player mode instead of having to need 3 other people, which is a lot easier to get 2 people together than 4, so hopefully it allows for a lot more people to jump in and play some Demeo. One game I did want to mention before we wrap up, and that is Battle Group VR. I don't think I've mentioned this on the channel in the past. I've mentioned it on social platforms, but this is a game that is a really hidden gem on App Lab. It's $24.99, but it's actually a first-person real-time space strategy game. And as you command your fleet, sitting inside of the cockpit, you can actually see the battle going on outside of your ship. If you love space battle games, it legitimately feels like as your fleet grows and you fight some of these battles, you're sitting in a Star Trek or Star Wars game commanding a space fleet, just without all of the branding for Star Wars and Star Trek. One of the many hidden gems on App Lab. I'll put a link in the description. That's almost it. And I know this is a short video, but I wanted to quickly mention a brand new Kickstarter that just launched because it's something that looks fantastic for a game called All On Board. It's a board game style game where you can customize board games pieces. It looks fantastic. I'll put a link down in the description to all the information. I backed it earlier this morning because it just looks awesome, and I really would love to see it come to fruition and come to Quest, as it's going to allow for some really cool and custom game experiences. Well, that is it. Short, sweet, to the point. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on the update. Like I said, it's not a huge deal, but it is an update. And if you want to get the most out of your Quest and your Quest, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon for notifications, and you can check out more of my videos right there on the screen. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and happy questing.